Can you help me, please?
What seems to be the problem?
It's my girlfriend. I think she's working too hard.
Thanks.
Come here. You were up till all hours, then gone when I woke up. I miss you.
Oh, it's a bit early for you, isn't it?
I thought you might need those. And it's a beautiful day. I'm off to find the perfect spot and chill.
Pollen count's going to be high.
I'll be fine, Darby.
So maybe you'll still be around when I finish my shift?
There's no maybe about it. Now get back to work. Real work, I mean. Remember, you're on a warning.
I'm ready for the rush.
Study in your own time, work in work time. Is it really that complicated?
There's no one here.
You're not just here to give out information. You are the caring, welcoming face of Lethbridge University, so you need to let the visitors see your face. Focus, Darby.
Sorry, it won't happen again.
So, summer school, language students in lecture halls. Usual directions and advice, I expect. Oh, and stock up on campus maps. I always seem to lose those. And a sun awareness stall in the ante-room with medics from the surgery.
Medics? What kind of medics?
Zara, may I have a quick word?
Well, you appear to be doing just that.
Mrs. Preston, hyperthyroid. I know you saw her last week. How well do you think she's coping?
Mrs. Preston. She seems to be coping extremely well with her minor condition. Now, if you don't mind...
We are both professionals. I hope you won't let this jeopardize our working relationship in any way. This business with Sid.
Let me see. The only thing that would jeopardize a working relationship would be if you made a formal complaint against a colleague behind their back.
That's not fair.
You could at least have extended me the courtesy of speaking to me privately if you had any concerns. Dr. Carter.
So what's it like working in a real surgery as a real doctor with real patients?
It's a challenge, but it's a blast. I mean, no 2 days are ever
What's
the
the
same.
most obscure diagnosis you've ever made?
Oh, okay, that's a good question. I remember once I was working in a day surgery and... Actually, no, I got a better example. I remember when I was working with newborn babies. I hope you got a strong stomach, because this one involves me
Did you always
examining...
plan to be a GP? I mean, because I've thought about it, but I don't know if it's for me.
You training?
Yes. Well, I've got some resits coming up. Second year.
Oh, tough one. Proper make or break time, right? Well, good luck.
Even if I pass, I don't know about next year. I mean, in books it's all so simple. I love books. But people are complicated. Is it difficult dealing with patients?
Well, I'm not sure I'm the right person to ask about that. I mean, I've definitely had my ups and downs. I've put my foot right in it and then sometimes got it right without even knowing why. And that's even worse. Look, pay no attention to me. It's a steep learning curve, but it gets easier. And you'll be fine. I mean, if I can do it, you can.
Do you need a hand? I'd love to talk to you some more. But I better get back.
Zara. No, please don't go. I want to explain. I do respect your professionalism. You are strong, decisive, and caring.
Well, obviously not caring enough.
But lately, I've been thinking about the mistakes that we doctors make. Remember what happened to me last year?
When a vulnerable patient committed suicide after a catalogue of errors. Yes, I do remember that, but what I don't remember is turning on you, blaming and shaming you for it.
Well, maybe you should have. I don't think that these cozy doctor-to-doctor chats are enough anymore. We need to be open to scrutiny at all times. How else do we deal with bullying, racism, and inequality unless we're always accountable.
Did you just call me racist?
What? No, I didn't.
You're implying that it is Sid's colour, not his total incompetence that I find fault with.
Of course
How
not.
dare you?
Zara, please. I didn't call you a racist.
Wait a minute,
I
what about the
wouldn't.
man that you attacked that time? Wasn't he black? Oh, yes, he was.
Oh,
which makes
but-
you racist and a
Haven't
hypocrite.
this is absurd!
Heston, this is just a cosy doctor-to-doctor chat.
This is unacceptable behavior from two doctors of your standing. What is going on here?
Before we say anything, this was all Howard's idea. Tash is off sick, apparently. Lucky Tash.
So what do you reckon then? Sun awareness extravaganza. All right, well, maybe all the facts and figures are a bit dry, but I mean, we can put a spin on it, can't we? It's all about presentation.
So what was that all about yesterday? What's Zara been up to?
Darby, hello again.
I thought maybe I could help out. I've memorised the ABCDE diagnostic system. A for suspicious moles.
This is Aisha.
A is for asymmetry, 2 halves of the mole may not match. B is for borders, rugged and uneven. C is for colour.
It's great, great. But remember, in medicine, less is more, okay? We don't want to swamp people with facts and figures, okay? Right, Aisha? You're not exactly helping.
Excuse me, sorry to stop you, but would you be interested in one of these sun awareness leaflets that we're giving out? Now, you may not realise, but malignant melanoma kills over 2,000 people every year in the UK. There's some useful pictures in here.
We're here to promote sun safety. You know, answer any questions you might have. Any idea what factor sunscreen you're supposed to be wearing today?
No idea.
Wait! But this is vital information! It could save your life!
Darby, listen. It's great that you're so enthusiastic, and we're really happy to have you on board. But,
Why don't you get back to your job and leave us to do ours?
Darby? What's this? The information desk needs to be manned at all times. You know that.
Sorry, there was something I had to do.
I see. What was that? Last chance, Darby.
I am here to make a formal complaint.
Zara, take a seat.
Heston has accused me of being racist, and I won't stand for it.
Heston!
It is intolerable behaviour, slander even, and I expect you to deal with it immediately. If you need me, I will be in my room.
I've been calling and calling. Why didn't you answer? I've looked all over for you.
I was asleep. What's up?
I was worried.
Was it this time? I've already put some on. I'm not a total idiot.
What factor?
How would I know? It was free with the magazine. Go on then. Do my back.
Lisa,
Hey, don't stop.
it's Doctor at uni today. He talks too much, but I think you need to come and see him.
So that's what this is all about.
Please.
I'm absolutely fine.
If you won't listen to me, maybe he can get through to you.
Darby, I said I'm fine. You need to chill out. Oh, what's that?
A suspicious mole.
All right, get me some factor 50.
You've got one.
Please, leave it out.
Right here.
Okay. Look, is this like the indigestion thing? You know, when you went on until I went to A&E, then they thought it was a total time waster.
It could have been something serious.
It was a dodgy kebab.
This is different.
Look, it is lovely to be looked after, but I just...
There really is a suspicious mole right here.
right where I can't see it. Funny that.
Skin cancer rates are on the up, especially among the under 30s. All the information is in here.
Thanks.
Tell me again, How it's all about presentation?
I thought she was interested, but she just wanted directions to the cafe. Do you even care that no one's listening to us? We're supposed to be raising awareness.
Howard told me to come, and here I am. And of course I care about when all this will be over. Give up, Sid. It's not worth the hassle.
I'm thinking statistics just aren't that sexy. We should come at it from a different angle. Come on, let's brainstorm ideas.
Change the scene. That's what you need. Free up your creative juices. Go and get yourself a coffee or something and come back inspired.
What about Storm?
Because we're so busy, aren't we?
All right. But I'll be back.
If I had not gone into the staff room, Dr. Carter cannot be subject to such extreme emotional stress. We have to consider his blood pressure.
Like it wasn't bad enough before. And now they're brawling within earshot of the patients.
You cannot give any weight to Dr. Carmichael's accusation.
Well, she's made an official complaint. Put that on the list. Where are they now?
In their rooms, I believe.
Getting ready for round 2.
Well, I'm sure you can take control of the situation.
Oh, I'm not looking forward to getting those two together.
Wait, you are not alone. We have both been on training courses for conflict resolution. What is the point of going on all these courses if we cannot put them into practice?
Where's the doctor? Not here, I'm afraid.
No problem. We'll come back later.
But he has to be here. Where is he? Maybe I can help. It has to be a doctor. Suit yourself. He can't have gone far. Come on.
Managers should not be afraid of conflict, but embrace its energy.
Did they really teach that on that course? Because it sounds like a load of conflict resolution objectives. Number 1, get them in the same room together. 2, preferably without knocking each other out.
3, seek a solution that is a win-win for both sides.
You make that sound so easy, Mrs. Temby.
We are going to need a flip chart. We are also going to have to find a way of keeping Dr. Carmichael quiet while Dr. Carter is speaking.
Vice versa.
No one is allowed to speak unless they are holding the stapler of truth.
Maybe we should go inside. It's a bit more private.
Just do it now, will you? I know it's going to be nothing. It always is.
Yes, well, Darby's right. You do have an atypical skin lesion.
I knew it.
What's a lesion?
Oh, the medical term for that is a solar lentigo. It's what happens when melanin is overproduced in the epidermis and then it kind of clumps together.
Melanin? That's bad, isn't it? I mean, it sounds really bad.
It's going to be okay, Lisa.
Solar lentigos are usually much more common in older people. I mean, they're called liver spots, but when you're fair-skinned like you can get them younger, especially with sun exposure.
Liver spots? That's gross.
It's probably harmless, but you should get it checked out. I can refer you to a dermatologist. If you stop by the surgery, we'll get you checked out.
What, will I need treatment?
Probably not, no.
But I'll be stuck with it, right? For the rest of my life?
If it bothers you, there are optional cosmetic treatments you could consider, like freezing, skin bleaching, chemical peels. But honestly, Lisa, there's nothing for you to worry about.
Why aren't you giving her all the facts?
That's exactly what I'm doing.
Then tell her.
Tell me what?
There's a risk that this could turn into something much more serious. Fatal, even.
No, Darby, that's not very helpful.
Yes, it is.
What is wrong with you? Why'd you have to be so over the top all the time?
Maybe just try and lighten up a bit.
But she needs to know the truth.
As a doctor, okay, if you want to get through to your patients, you need to take things slower, okay? One step at a time instead of just rushing to the worst-case scenario.
I'm not doing that.
Yes, you are. You are nothing but doom and gloom. I mean, it's like you want to kill me off or something.
What about a game? Sometimes they can be very productive, lighten the mood.
Yes. Yes, except we wouldn't call it a game. We would call it
A strategy.
Now, that's a very good idea. I have something in mind, except we haven't achieved our first objective, which is to get them in the same room together.
Right. Leave that to me, Mr. Bellamy.
Mrs. Tembe.
Yes?
Staple of truth.
Yeah, of course.
Marilyn, I'm sorry I had to go. I'll stay late. I'll make up for it.
Sorry, love. Today was the final straw.
But I need this job. You know, my resets.
Darby, it's too late.
Please.
Here. What are you doing?
What's the point?
Don't do that. Come on.
What's the point of any of it?
Did you say shoes?
In your shoes doesn't actually mean that you swap footwear.
Oh, well, that's a relief.
It is a tried and tested conflict resolution strategy.
Okay, I don't have time for this nonsense. Then if you think that I am withdrawing my complaint,
Well, you don't think this is my idea?
Well, participation is non-negotiable.
I'm a partner.
Exactly, which is why the conflict between you two could end up destroying the practice.
Oh, don't be so dramatic. Heston has demanded accountability, and I am giving it to him.
Don't dress it up. It's revenge, pure and simple.
But please, just give the strategy a chance. A few minutes of your time. Now, we will begin with you will each take it in turns to put yourselves in the shoes of the other. See things from their perspective.
Oh, how original.
Right, who wants to go first?
Okay, I'll go first. I am a pompous, waistcoated windbag who flings invidious accusations at innocent colleagues.
And I am an arrogant, vindictive virago who violently overreacts to the slightest criticism.
They do not need this stipula.
This isn't just about your job, is it? All those books. It's just words and more words. Real life isn't like that. You got that right. Hey, hold up. Where are you going? I can't let you go anywhere in this state. What's really going on? Right from the start, I told her all the medical facts about non-Hodgkin's lymphoma. Maybe the prognosis wasn't great, but yeah, we could fight it together. And every day she got sicker and thinner and weaker, and all I could do was watch. And she was? My mum. Sometimes treatments don't work. It doesn't mean you should junk all your medical books. But Mum refused to have any treatment. Just useless complementary therapy and a stupid whole food diet. No matter how much I told her, she was so stubborn. I'm so sorry. Moving her from the bed to the sofa, it was like carrying an empty coat in my arms. I cooked her soup and stuff, but she couldn't eat it. I couldn't leave her, even though she begged me to go to class. So I couldn't study. Is that why you didn't get your exams? Oh, maybe it's for the best. A sign. Medicine's not for me. You'll back me up on that one, right? After today.
People, patience can be a right pain sometimes. Not just stubborn, plain stupid. Like the last thing that they want is to be helped. But maybe that's the point. Why we should keep trying.
I've been thinking about quitting for a while. Now I'm sure.
Well, I think that's a real waste. I mean, you've cracked theory. And the practice part, well, that just takes practice. Okay, maybe one patient refuses to listen, but you could still get through to 10 more. Hundreds more.
If only one person mattered, I'd kill my mum. Darby, that's not true. You gave her the facts and she made her decision.
Okay. People can be really determined and very stubborn. And no matter how much you try or how much you love them, sometimes you just have to let them go their own way.
I overcomplicate everything. I'm too intense. Lisa's right. Does Lisa know any of this? About your mum?
Right, if this is going to work, you two need to open up to each other. You've far too many barriers. Right, come on, Mrs. Tenby. Plan B.
What's happening?
Where are you going?
You two are going nowhere. You're staying in this room until you've resolved your differences. Plan B, Mrs. Tenby.
Now I know what happened. It does explain a lot about how you've been.
I'm gonna go talk to a counsellor.
Really?
I've got to get control of this. I don't want to lose you.
The thing is, today, you drove me crazy, but you were right. There was something there.
I wanted to keep you safe.
You feel things so deeply, and well, now I know why. Next time I'll listen.
Next time.
Promise me one thing. You mustn't give up medicine.
I'm not saying you were being racist. I was talking in general terms. You are not a racist.
Thank you.
But you were violent.
It was just a slap.
Well, what if I'd done the same to Aisha or Neve or you? Would you be quite so dismissive? All right, I hit Curtis Brown with a cricket bat, for heaven's sakes, but not because of his race, but because he broke into my home. What did Sid ever do to you?
I don't think it matters. I was wrong, and I've apologized. But I am disappointed that you went running to Howard. Why didn't you just come and talk to me?
Well, we've never been the best of friends, have we? And you have been a hothead recently, even for you. I don't think you realize how much you've upset the poor boy. Now, I made it official because it has to stop.
It has.
Truly?
Truly. Actually, I am slightly appalled at myself.
Happens to the best of us. Howard!
Well,
the situation is resolved. I withdraw my complaint.
As do I.
Excellent.
Excuse me.
Yeah.
what? No explanation?
We resolved it privately. Thank you.
How did they do that?
A couple of maps, just in case you get lost.
Vicky.
All right, see you later.
I have something I'd like to say.
The nurse told me about your mom. I hadn't realised things were so hard for you.
I didn't do a good job here. I realise that now. So I'd like to apologise.
Thank you. I just wish you'd said something. Look, I know I'm going to live to regret this, but you can have your job back.
I need to focus on my degree, so I need a job that helps with that. I'm going to apply to the hospital, but thank you. If anyone asks about this, can you send him over, please? Wow. Where did all this lot come from?
I posted it on the uni website. Marketing students don't mess about. Social media, the works. Darby handed out loads too. What do you think?
Cheeky. Can I talk to Naisha?
I suppose so, but just remember, keep it upbeat. Don't go mentioning crusty malls.
What was I supposed to do? I mean, the poster said free massages, and I was on the poster. I mean, I couldn't turn them away, could I? And it is quite fun. I mean, I didn't know what I was doing at first, but once you get into it...
Hi.
How's your day?
Well, apparently, I'm a cow and a bitch and a bully.
No change there, then. What happened?
Heston called me a racist.
What? It's a new one.
It all got completely out of hand.
I bet it did.
Howard and Mrs. Tenbay locked us in his office.
I can't believe I missed all that.
Daniel.
Okay, so?
Well, we reached an accord.
Good.
We both apologised. Quite bizarrely, we ended up shaking hands.
Well, that's civilised, at least.
I feel rotten.
Good. There.
This store was going nowhere until you stepped up, worked your magic.
I got stitched stuff. And it would have been nice to have a bit of warning.
We did do all right, though, didn't we?
Come on, let's clear this lot up and find somewhere to celebrate. Could make a night of it.
Sorry, I can't, actually. Well, I'm already late. I'll see you tomorrow.
Don't hang up on me, Mrs. Tenbay. This is going to get a whole lot worse.
Men always pick women for youth and beauty. Women always pick men for money and security. Who are you?
Yeah, this is Sean, a friend of Dr. Donahue.
Nice to meet you.
People know about us, about the 40-day date.
Is that all? I thought it was something serious.
It is serious.
Drama in Holby tonight. Mo's frantic